Ready for Kid News? So are we. But first, a word from today's awesome sponsor.
Parents of teens and tweens, we think we found the sweet spot, that elusive world where gaming meets the classroom, where your kids can learn and maximize their fun. Adventure Academy from the geniuses behind ABC Mouse is an immersive online experience where 8 to 13-year-olds can challenge their friends in math, social studies, science, and more, all while going on quests, unlocking zones, and earning rewards to style their avatars. And for a limited time, our KidNuz listeners get special treatment. Use our promo code and get the first 2 months for only $5 by going to adventureacademy.com/KidNuz.
Good morning and welcome to Kid News. I'm Kim. Today is Wednesday, October 18th, 2023. And we begin with a wake-up call from Mother Nature to all of us humans. According to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service, 21 species are being taken off the endangered list, not because they're rebounding in numbers, but because they are now officially extinct. Those being removed include 1 mammal, 10 types of birds, 2 species of fish, and 8 types of mussels. CBS News reports that most were put on that list in the 1970s or 80s and were already very low in numbers. Research done since has confirmed that they're gone for good. A spokesperson for the service says federal protections for these species came too late to change their fate, and the importance of conservation is now clear. President Biden is on the ground in Israel this morning, hoping to keep a terrible situation from getting worse. Today, he'll meet with Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, after which he was supposed to travel to Jordan for talks with Arab leaders, but that trip was abruptly canceled yesterday. Throughout his trip, Mr. Biden is expected to show support for Israel, reinforce his opinion that Hamas does not represent the vast majority of peaceful Palestinians, and discuss the humanitarian needs of all civilians in war-torn Gaza. Solving a Rubik's Cube is hard. Solving a Rubik's Cube while in freefall? Out of the question for most of us, but record-setting for an Australian teenager. Sam Saraki completed the cube in just 28.25 seconds after dropping out of a plane at 14,000 feet and plunging to Earth at 124 miles an hour. Sam told ABC News, "It's loud because of all the wind and harder to concentrate. My record on the ground is a lot faster." It took Sam 5 jumps to beat the previous record of 30.14 seconds, which is held by Nitin Subramanian of the United States. Another of Nitin's world records, solving 77 Rubik's Cubes while running a 5K, seems safe for now. Says Sam, "I won't be attempting that one anytime soon. That's past my athletic abilities for sure." The Rubik's Cube is already in the Toy Hall of Fame, and 4 more toys will soon join it. The finalists this year include, among others, Nerf, Slime, Battleship, Bop It, Connect 4, and Barbie's Boyfriend Ken. 3 will be chosen for induction by a panel of historians, educators, and other experts, but this year a 4th will be selected by the public. Toy aficionados like yourselves can vote once a day through October 24th for one of what's known as the Forgotten 5. These are the 5 toys that make it to the finals year after year, only to be tossed back into the runners-up toy pile. They include the Pogo Stick, My Little Pony, Pez dispensers, the Fisher-Price Corn Popper, and Transformers. Let your voice be heard at museumofplay.org. Remember Briggs, our solo sailor from Cape Cod? He sent in a great idea for those who like to trick out their homes for Halloween. Briggs?
Thanks, Kim. This is for those of us who take the holiday seriously. It's an easy and fun way to turn all the ghosts, ghouls, and goblins that haunt our front yards into real help for the sick kids at St. Jude Hospital. One family, the Robertsons of Holly Springs, North Carolina, started the fundraiser back in 2020, and it's now morphed into an event called Skeletons for St. Jude, involving hundreds of spooky homes from coast to coast. Just tuck a sign with a QR code among your lawn decorations so visitors can donate. All the money goes straight to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital to support its youngest patients and their families. My family's participating, and maybe yours can too. For more information, visit skeletonsforhope.org.
Thank you, Briggs. We've also put a link on our resource page. Still to come, why some of us won't need to worry about running out of a certain kind of candy this Halloween. But first, today's KidNuz quiz. According to U.S. Fish and Wildlife, how many species are coming off the endangered list because they are now believed to be extinct? 21. How fast did an Australian teen solve a Rubik's Cube while in free fall from a plane? 28.25 seconds. The toys that make the Hall of Fame finals most years but never get chosen are called what? The Forgotten Five. How can your Halloween decorations help the sick kids of St. Jude Hospital? By placing a fundraising QR code on your lawn. In today's KidNuz Kicker, a clever marketing ploy that just may come in handy this Halloween. Mars, the maker of M&Ms, is launching its first ever Halloween Rescue Squad, which promises to restock your candy stash free of charge. The company recently commissioned its own survey showing that about half of American households worry about running out, while 89% admit that their own sweet tooth tends to dent their supplies before the first trick-or-treater even shows up. To lessen the Fright Night anxiety, M&M's is teaming up with GoPuff to refill your candy loot in less than an hour while supplies last, in any region where the food delivery company operates. No need for an app, just log into the Rescue Squad website to place the emergency order, starting at 3 p.m. on October 31st. The website, should you want to make a note of it, is mmshalloweenrescuesquad.com. Before we go, we need to shout out our fabulous teachers, including Mrs. Collier at Risen Savior Lutheran School in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Mrs. Weiss and her scholars at Fenton STEM Academy in Sun Valley, California, and Ms. Jacobs and her tigers at Startown in Newton, North Carolina. Thanks for listening. A reminder that ad-free episodes are available by subscription on Apple Plus. And we'll see you back here for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.